Welcome to Basically Sci-Fi, the short story podcast with stories you can basically call sci-fi. I'm Adam.
I'm Jared.
And I'm Todd.
And this week, I'm reading, not we. You're going to listen to me read. Although we can do that thing where I tell part of it and then you have to imagine the next part. I'm going to be reading a story set in Jared's universe. This is a crossover episode.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Sure is.
This is the one I've been waiting for.
I hope you guys like small shenanigans. The name of the story is Nanoshenanagains. I actually wrote a name down when I was writing this one.
Nice.
Yeah. I usually don't have names for my story. It's just one big text document. But this one is a separate text document. So I don't confuse it with my own story.
That's a good idea. Do you need me to send you a copy of my story so you can insert that into your text document?
I think I'll be okay. Although if I ever need that, I'll ask for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all canon. That's the rules of this game. We are giving up control of our own universe and letting someone else come in and mess around with it, and whatever happens is canon. Yeah,
it's actually, it feels pretty similar to the prompts that we were doing, except it's a little bit more invasive than a prompt, but it is a fun way, I think, of introducing some unexpected constraints to the creative process.
Oh yeah, it definitely helps change things up.
Yeah, it gives you some ideas maybe you want to work with. The ideas that you added to the story last time, I've actually taken and run with a little bit. Insofar as galaxy building, I didn't have a whole lot of ideas, but at the moment, of course, I'm sure I'll think of something later. But I really liked how you gave us a lot of different quadrants to work with. I might be using
at least 9.
At least 9 quadrants. like a pizza. A pizza's got 9 quadrants. Or 10. Or
does it?
I think Domino's does. They make square pizzas, right?
Domino's is fucking square as shit. Get out of here with that. Papa John's or nothing.
Hold on. How do we feel about Papa John's? Personally, I love it.
I don't personally know Mr. Papa John, so I don't care what his, problematic views are.
Last I saw, he was real sweaty on some show.
Real sweaty. I don't mean about John himself. I mean, people tend to not like the pizza there. It's kind of a joke, right? But I like the pizza there.
How dare you come into my house and talk to my son like that? Papa John's is superior to Domino's in every way.
It's got better ingredients.
No, it's got that
I don't think I've ever eaten there, so...
Really?
Really?
Huh.
It's got a garlicky, plasticky... if it's hot, it's this wonderful garlic butter thing, and if it's cold, it looks like garlic plastic, and you're like, how did this pass the FDA approval?
Because it turns from melted butter into...
yeah. The butter melted. Turns into a solid when it's cold,
It turns back into butter. I don't know.
Hey, man. Anyway, though, that's the big draw. That's not the
fault of Papa John's, though, that everyone's, waiting for their pizza to get cold and then complaining about it.
That might be the thing. People do some wild shit these days. Intentionally writing bad reviews. Papa John's is delicious, especially the garlic sauce. I could just drink that. You can keep the pizza. I'll just drink the sauce.
Ugh.
Although Cece's Pizza opened up my eyes to a whole new world. They the ranch fucking dip. I'd never tried ranch on pizza until I ordered a CC's pizza because it comes with ranch, and I didn't fucking know. I thought I'd only eaten Papa John's up to that point, so I thought, every pizza comes with garlic sauce, and if it doesn't, it's a trash company. But then CC's has this ranch, and I was like, oh my god, this is a genius idea.
What will they think of next?
Yeah. Better not be putting fucking cheese inside the crust, though. That shit
Wait until he finds out about blue cheese.
Oh, man.
I got some blue cheese in my fridge right now. It's,
Which means you haven't eaten it.
Yep.
Because I know you've had that cheese for a while. And
hey, sometimes you gotta let it go more blue.
Yeah.
The beautiful thing about cheese is it just gets more cheese. It doesn't go bad.
I'm growing some more cheese.
That's not true. Don't eat moldy cheese unless it's supposed to be moldy.
Which is what blue cheese is, right? When good cheese goes bad.
Yes, but it's a very specific type of mold that blue cheese grows that is edible and palatable. Or relatively palatable, depending on... I know a lot of people fucking hate blue cheese, but...
Dude. I mean...
the only cheese that's bad is goat cheese.
Wow.
What? No, goat cheese is awesome.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's not even real cheese.
Story canceled.
Dude,
it's not even
goat
real
cheese on portobello mushrooms is better than a cheeseburger.
Oh my god. That sounds so good.
Yeah,
I had a goat cheese pizza, and that was the best pizza I've ever had in my life.
It must have been a very bitter pizza.
Yeah.
It was delicious.
What?
No.
Goat cheese is so bitter.
What kind of goat cheese are you buying that's bitter?
It's like on salad
You're
and
buying
shit.
Crap goat cheese.
I don't know, man.
Are you talking about feta?
Yeah. There we go. That's the one. Sorry, I thought it was all the same. Feta cheese. There we go. Yeah.
I'm offended. Offended.
Ew.
It's offended, but with feta.
Sort of.
Sorry.
No, feta is very different than goat cheese. Goat cheese is closer to it's like a sweeter ricotta.
Oh, I guess I've never had goat cheese in my life then.
You just had it the other day.
Did I?
Right?
No.
Or you didn't?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
There's no way.
Okay, you didn't have any, in your little sampler pack, you didn't have any goat cheese.
This is Japan. You think I got fancy,
You think they got goats here?
You think they got fucking goats here?
They got Yagis.
At the fucking, what are they called? Mongolian barbecue farms. They got one of them things. It's called Mother Bokujo. Bokujo just means farm in Japan, so it's Mother's Farm. And it's basically
with that American accent too.
Yeah, with that American accent, you say it like that.
Yeah.
But they got fucking goats doing tricks. And
sounds legit.
You can eat the goats while you watch other goats do tricks. It gives me the same feeling as eating an omelet with chicken in it.
They do a trick right into a knife, and then you get to eat them.
Oh my god, I was gonna say that too. The dish that they have that's literally called Mother and Child.
Yes, oyakudon, which is it's an omelet with chicken in it, and it's like, oh, I can just eat the whole family, I guess.
Yeah. Which
I don't like chicken with eggs, personally, but
I mean, you fry a chicken.
Yes.
Aren't you gonna have egg in that?
No, not usually. No.
What?
I mean, you can I mean, I wouldn't use an egg batter with fried chicken personally, but
no, you'd use it to make the breading stick.
Oh, I mean, there's several ways to bread. Some people put their shit in milk.
But I get what you mean. You mean you don't like eating eggs that are cooked eggs with chicken that's a cooked chicken.
Yeah, like chicken in an omelet doesn't sound good to me.
Yeah. Egg wash is not an egg.
That's the word, egg wash.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Speaking of egg
wash.
wash,
That is what I meant.
I hope you guys ready for me
I
to...
still wouldn't use an egg wash to batter fried chicken, but
No.
okay.
I mean, I'm really not good at making fried chicken. It's not something I do a lot.
I'm gonna egg wash Jared's universe. Hope you guys are ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My eggs are ready.
My eggs are ready, said the brood queen.
Ooh.
The brood witch?
Hold on. Keep writing that story. I want to hear that one.
Maybe I'll write it later. Alright, the name of this story is called Nanoshenanagains. Trying to hope you enjoy that. I need to see my levels or I can't read this. There we go. Okay. Story starts, a while ago, sometime in space, there happened to be one stray nanobot, flung from the tail, from the fucking, goddammit.
How much of this is intentional?
Back in the saddle again, my boys. Here we go. Let me take one more pass at that. A while ago, sometime in space, there happened to be one stray nanobot, flung from the tail hair of a deeply regretful badger. It had rode the updrafts, bounced between dust particles, and evaded lightning strikes. Finally, out in space, this nanobot decided his name was Vignette. Sometime later, after Vignette had bounced around into space trash, he disassembled material, atoms, and various things and reconstituted more of himself. He built copies, redundancies, and finally become a micron-wide conglomerate of nanobots. He decided his new name was in order. Vignette Mark II. Collision with a comet provides water, ice, cold water, which is different from normal water, and dust. Vignette Mark III. Hit by a passing starship, clinging to the side of it, higher forms of metal acquired. Vignette Mark IV.
Okay.
Who knew how long vignettes took to resolve? Weeks? Years? Hours even? Several had by this point. Through a series of vignettes, he'd finally achieved a peak performance, standing 1.4 meters tall. He was the pinnacle of technology. He knew this to be true. There could be no greater thing than he. But what did he want? What purpose was there to being great, except comparing oneself to others and gloating? Vignette's final form floated through space, shiny and resplendent. This had unfortunately garnered the attention of treasure hunters. See,
Or good? Wait, never mind. Keep going.
Yeah. See, a highly advanced, self-replicating robot flying through space, tearing through starships for material, is likely to send alarm bells ringing. So it was that Vignette was sucked up by a scav ship, flown across the galaxy, flopped between vendors, various different magnetic containment cages. He'd long booted his systems down. And then Vignette rebooted after what he felt was a sufficiently long enough time. "Hiatus over, nerds," he said into the air, apropos of nothing. He looked around. He was in a dusty-looking wooden ramshackle shack. There was a window on one wall, all boarded up. A table next to a cast-iron heating stove, and an incomplete sentence. There was a teapot on top of... Goddamn, I need to learn how to write. You'd think I'd have that down by now.
They could at least have... I mean, I keep buying into it. I keep thinking you're just continuing. Like, I thought it literally said on your page. Huh?
I mean, sometimes I do write that onto the page, but...
Yeah.
There was a window on one wall boarded up, a table next to a cast-iron heating stove, and a teapot on top coming to a boil. A scrap pile of a robot sitting in an old chair shot him a look. It was holding a yellow rubber duck. Quite a pristine specimen now that Vignette had gotten a good look at it. If he could get it, he might find some useful rubbers inside. No, that wasn't the most important matter at hand. Hey.
He's gonna get his fuck on.
Yeah, right.
Get his fuck on with that duck.
He needs some rubbers.
My name is Duck and I'm here to fuck. Hey, young Spark. Good to see you're finally online. Starting to think you might have been permanently de-rest, said the robot with the duck. Your name's Chekhov. Here's my partner and associate, Jeremiah. He gave the duck a squeeze. It went quee. Pleasure to meet you. Where exactly are we? Vignette said. Chekhov rose to his feet, gears and servos grinding with the effort. He walked with a limp over to the door and kicked it open. Dramatically, beyond lay a wasteland of dust, rock, and sandstorms. Churned up by the constant driving wind. A faint humming could be heard, but Vignette couldn't place it. My friend, we are in IKEA.
What?
Yes.
Nice.
The next few weeks blasted right by Vignette. Turns out, he'd been bought by the scrappy robot in the shed. The bot was a maniac, as far as Vignette could tell. It bought up any junk bots that it could in the hope that one or two could be put to work. Vignette was one of the unlucky few that could work, so he'd been sent out to the wastes with a hand-crank drill made from some material Vignette was unfortunately able to break down and assimilate. He poked around for weeks in the hills, anywhere within 2 or so days' walk of the hut. Slowly, he spent up precious data space mapping out the area. The drill only reached down 5 meters. He couldn't see why he was stuck doing this. It was terrible. Various lemurs, lions, deer, and goats wandered the waste, oblivious to the dust. When Vignette took breaks, he often tried to fiddle with them. Turns out, they were made of almost the same nanobots he was, but they seemed to function like deep-fried copies. They would perform their tasks of pantomime foraging, occasionally bugging out and falling over, or pathing straight into a boulder, and walking forward for hours. Some would ragdoll when touched. On the rare chance he found one rabbit, one pat was all it took to send it running. It subsequently fell over, ragdolled, but kept moving forward with momentum until it was out of sight.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I get it.
I didn't.
There goes my valuable resources.
Didn't realize.
Vignette thought.
My resources.
My resources, no.
My leather and bones.
Todd Howard, what have you done?
The only other bot Chekhov got working was Jim, an industrial cleaning bot with the tank treads retrofitted to his lower half. Jim would ramble around for days before coming back. On this day, as every other, Chekhov gave them the usual pep talk. Friends, we are to set out on another glorious day. If you find anything, I'll know. Go dig me some holes.
Okay.
The Vignette dug his 1,000 and something thing hole for the day just when he heard an explosion. He ran over the hillside to catch up to the noise. Jim stood there, ecstatic, a huge pillar of gray goo rocketing into the sky next to him. His massive torrent spurted gray goo up, and gravity brought it right back down, trickling all around and coalescing into puddles and pools on the hillside. In no time, it seemed, Chekhov was there too. Well done, my bots. You've made me proud, huh? And he squeezed his duck hard twice. Quee, quee, it said. And from beyond
I'm really nervous about that duck.
Yeah. Chekhov's duck, you gotta watch out for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From beyond the dust-ridden clouds, a red light flashed, accompanied by a deep brrr, brrr, and something akin to a massive straw slammed down to cover the splurging torrent in a moment. Vignette stood there, covered in nanobots. He realized this odd gray goo, each droplet was 1,000,000 of tiny, tiny robots. Why have we been doing this? What is this all for? Why am I, the most perfect being in existence, on this shithole, digging new shitholes every day? Vignette would have hardly contained his rage if he wasn't a robot, and unable to rage at all. This industry is potential for profit unmatched, Jim burst out, wiggling his arms wildly. But it's dead, Jim. And that's why we're here. We're not organics. We can put up with the digging and the wind and the radiation. He made finger quotes in the air. Chekhov added. And what exactly is this industry? Goo drilling. IKEA pays us by the gigaboard. Ooh. And we have hit gigas and gigas of boards. Somewhere around 1.2 gigaboards is what we could have here. What the hell is a gigaboard? Jim chimed in. On this shithole, we mine for goo to feed the insatiable greed of organics. IKEA feeds them with cheap particle board furniture. Their desire is never ending. Welcome.
Who is that character?
That's Jim. That's his voice.
Okay. With his arms wriggling wildly.
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome to IKEA 15, Vignette. We're the first to hit goo here. I look forward to a long and prosperous future with you. The end. For now.
Oh, that's infuriating.
What? What's infuriating?
Although it is very much, I don't know if you did this intentionally, the meta commentary of how the Chekhov's gun is the writing rule where if you put something in, you gotta use it. And Jared's stories are just full of things that are never used again.
And then Chekhov's duck is, also the classical writing implement where if you see a duck, it's going to get squeezed.
And I don't know that you did.
Tune in next time where I write about Chekhov's bush. He's very self-conscious, so don't look at it too much.
Will he shave it?
Well...
Yeah, so I hope you didn't mind my intrusion into your universe. I wanted to add IKEA.
No, yeah, it's I don't know how I'm gonna use IKEA in the future. Again, I've never been to an IKEA, but
oh, you know how they make shit allegedly they make shit particle board.
Yeah, no, I know that. I understand the basic principles of the company. I just have never been to one. But I will use the fact that Todd Howard designs animals in my universe.
You designed these animals.
Nanobots.
These are animals from one of your stories.
Yeah.
Is episode 8 Giants and something?
Giant robots and yeah. Something.
When I was going back and listening to the old episodes, and I heard about like the nanobot robots that were just basically hunting fodder for these giant robots, I was like, bingo,
Yeah.
This and Grey Goo and IKEA, and I did just watch There Will Be Blood. I'll put some of these together. Something there.
There was no description of milkshakes, though.
Unfortunately.
If you were going for...
That is the most famous part of that movie, but that is also like 30 seconds at the end.
Yeah, but it's super fucking silly, so that's... it's.
Is that like a movie that people have to watch for school, and so that's why that's the most famous part, is because they only skip to the end?
Oh, no! The reason I watched it...
No, I don't think so.
One of my friends did the whole
a good movie,
bit...
like...
And I didn't know what it was. And so then he's like, you have to fucking watch this movie. And I was like, I guess I'll have to fucking watch this movie. And that was that.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You got told to do a thing and you did it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I respect his taste in movies. Typically doesn't let me down. It's a very slow movie. If you're not into that, I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, that actor, what's his name?
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Main character. Daniel Day-Lewis. He does a lot of real slow movies, it seems. Like that Lincoln movie. That was a drag. But it was super interesting. It's just not something I could watch more than once.
Yeah, I basically... I pay for that YouTube bullshit premium thing, and I sat down one day on the train going to work, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to turn on this fucking movie, and I'm going to watch it in installments until it's done. And that's what I did.
Nice.
This man who pays for YouTube Premium and uses
the only person
bandwidth.
that pays for YouTube Premium.
The only one who does. Let me tell you though, it is. I have been released from ads. I haven't seen an ad in like a year now, and honestly, it's great.
It's got more to do with your ad blocker, but yeah,
I can turn on YouTube and then like put my phone into rest mode. You know, turn off the front screen, and it will still keep playing. It's wonderful.
Nice.
Yeah.
This video is sponsored by YouTube Premium.
Yo, somebody contact them and like, let's do that for real though.
Yeah. Anyway. Thank you for tolerating my story this week.
That really did sound like a Jared story. I loved that.
I've also been rereading The Color of Magic to kind of get my head back into the Pratchett style for this one.
Yeah, that's a good book. No, I know I'm pretty heavily influenced by him, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, there's patterns to the nonsense.
Patterns to the nonsense.
But also, it's mostly nonsense.
And then references got to pay off at some point. So he's a big thing for making references, like dumb references.
Yeah.
They always pay off.
No, the very long joke at the beginning about him reinventing himself and having a new name, little vignettes. That was a very very cerebral joke. I appreciated it. Yeah. I think I did also laugh out loud, but I was laughing on the inside too.
Yeah, we're all brain cells here.
Don't date the episode. This is nobody has to know that this is 2017.
This is timeless. We're timeless. We're timeless beings. Perfect in every way. Anyway, I appreciate
Jared,
you guys. Yes.
Jared, did you have anything else you want to say about your own story, or should we wrap it up?
No, we can just wrap it up.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, Adam. Go for it.
Thank you all for tolerating my story this week, and I would like to remind you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe smash that notification button or share this video with your friends. Please reach out to YouTube Premium for us. We desperately need that money. And every little bit helps. And thank you for coming this week, and I'll see you in the future for another story. Next time will be...
Me?
That space is for you.
Yeah. I said me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing a story in Todd's universe.
Oh no.
This could be...
Oh, yeah.
This could be exciting.
Hope you all are ready.
I'm excited.
Oh.
I'm so excited. I'm so
cannon.
scared.
My cannon, I'm scared. My carefully crafted cannon.
Until next time.
Just gonna be cannonballs all over your stories. Alright. Yeah. Bye.
See you.
Bye.